Welcome to your magic moon message, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Peace Dealer, fresh out the shower. The moon is in Leo, the sun is in Capricorn, and well, I wanted to wait until mathematically this transformation enacted. Mathematically, of course, I want to say the sun is in the second decan. So we're now reaching the point of no return. We're now reaching that point where each moon cycle, mathematically, we're kicking in the next phase of the lunar cycle at higher degrees. In that, now that the moon is past 20 degrees, we have officially kicked in the Scorpio signature. Let me tell you why this is badass. We're going from the Scorpio signature in Leo to the Sagittarius signature in Virgo. This is peak realization of real-time understanding of how your own physiological body through your five senses is going through not only an ascension of superpowers that enhance your psychological and physiological function. You run faster, you wake up supernaturally, you don't need an alarm, all that type of shit. But you are literally understanding the real-time, real-world mechanics around mastery of superpowers that you have been harvesting since a week ago. So it's like maybe you started to harvest the ability to like do telekinesis. By the time the moon is in Virgo in just a short week, now you know how to master that ability to use telekinesis, and you understand more how to, in situational context around you, integrate and apply that ability towards other people, whether through your gifts, whether now your psychology or psychiatrist sessions with people take 10 minutes to do what it used to take you an hour. Like, I like to use real extreme examples of sci-fi-esque supernatural power, because the whole point of this revolution is you realizing it was never sci-fi. It was actually more an integrated network of elites with broadcast channels to give you the impression that your greatest dreams and fantasies are just that, dreams. But Shia LaBeouf told you, don't let your dreams just be dreams. Just do it. Now, let's talk about the Scorpio signature that is legitimately, in a vibrational mechanic way, a warfare. You may not even be aware of the fact that you are engaging in vibrational warfare just by the subconscious mechanics of your willingness to commit to any decision that you choose to make. Because once you decide on who you are in that moment, vibrationally, all the limitless multi-dimensional options that you could have stepped into kill themselves off, and you move forward, which at a vibrational level undermines any frequencies that live against this perpetual commitment towards building this character. Some of you are very tapped into this frequency war. Others of you are waking up to it. It's a rude ass awakening. It's like just being slapped awake, just being psychically attacked. You were just minding your business, like what? Like, oh, did you just smack me with your aura? And then it's like, can you even do that? Don't worry, just smack them back. Just smack. See, some of you are caught up in the diplomatic nature of whether this is right or not to do. You're in warfare. Chiron is not in Libra yet, after we have now carved through the society of supernatural individuals, and now as civil beings we could talk about these things. You're dealing with retarded people or people in remedial classes. No disrespect to actual people who are in remedial classes, because people who are mentally ill, like retarded like that, are smarter than these actual idiots who are out here just retarded, like making those people look bad. And I seriously mean that in every way of the word. In the sense where you have people who actually have the ability to reason and logically, and just refuse to do so. Which honestly wouldn't matter, except now that you're minding your business, there's no reason why you should get roped into this. Which the whole opposition of the moon in Leo to Saturn in Aquarius is relative to collective narratives and mandates, your individual slice of how you socialize this. And square Uranus is going to be cringy to someone. It's going to be super weird. no matter how normal it is to you in your echo chamber, it's gonna be super fucking weird to somebody else. I'm sorry, it's gonna be someone opposite you that's just gonna be like, how, why? That you're probably doing the same thing too. This is just the nature of energy. So the reason why I have to say this is not only are you fundamentally transforming the energy needed, Moon in Leo is literally like solar energy to power this vehicle, right? Before you go into Virgo and then show it off in Libra. Like, yeah, look at my whip, bitch. So here's the thing. The vibrational mechanics of this are very unconventional and controversial because you're pretty much going to have to put the X on in the sense where 8th house is other people's resources, boundaries drawn opposite the 2nd house of what you have so that you are protecting your worth and value. Pretty much you whipping out your vibrational dick or hands and just basically smacking earth, wind, and fire out of people who disrespect you. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you have to understand it's gonna look weird. Like August Alsina. August Alsina is a Virgo too. He knew damn well. He knew, you know how Virgos be throwing shit? He knew damn well. He could have just dapped Tory Lanez up. You're not gonna stand up a Leo in a social environment. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna do Leo like that's the main fucking character. You know Virgo always try, see, Virgo's too real though. So Virgo ain't gonna try and dap you up and they don't want to dap you up. But like, August Alsina knew damn well what he was doing. He knew what he was doing. And he didn't know you can't do Leo like that. And I'm saying that because like, on camera, that just didn't look right for Leo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that didn't even make sense. Like, see, on the surface, you'd be like, come on, like, you should totally just have self-control and obviously not jeopardize your situation by getting all in your ego. Leo gets in their ego because they're the main character. But like, you're not gonna do Leo like, I'm sorry, you're not gonna do Leo like that. And I have to use him as an example because y'all be thinking fire signs just pop off the bat. Y'all be thinking Leo is Aries. Leo is not Aries. Aries really will just fight because you looked at them wrong. But Leo, if Leo pops off, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to like excuse Leo, but I'm just trying to let you understand this is how you may feel with the moon in Leo. And then the Saturn opposition, motherfuckers thinking they cool, trying to you ever like sing your whole heart out, but motherfuckers is trying to act like they're cool, so they're just all disinterested and detached, just like, yeah, whatever. You have to be willing to read between the lines and see the psychological meaning behind reinforcement of certain behavior to imprint how you feel. Certain people think they're slick, and you can just dead that instantly by the way you move with integrity. Not by arguing and trying to call it out so that they can gaslight you, but just by completely moving in a way that pretty much doesn't allow for you to be taken advantage of. And that's what the moon in Leo is going to be receptive to, based on where you feel comfortable expressing your creativity. Are you in spaces that you feel cramped up in because being your real authentic self is almost like uncomfortable for other people? Like, you literally have to be fake just so other people could be comfortable. Does this sound familiar? This is just letting you know Pluto's leaving Capricorn. Like, you can't exist in these spaces anymore. It's just going to, versus those of you who are in authentic spaces, this is going to really clear out. Remember, this is the harvest. 8th house is now based off of what you sowed the seeds for, the 2nd house. Now you're getting ready to harvest it. So you're like, okay, this is going to be before the 11th house where you divvy up the harvest. This is like, okay, we reap this. This is actually truly the reaping part. And this is where, based off of the power you're harvesting, you're transforming your literal power by the effects of the energy of this, which is going to be Moon in Virgo. So, I mean, the reason why I'm very hype about this is it's this Moon in Cancer, Leo, Virgo transit that by Virgo, you're going to see physical effects of innovative action on your part to literally activate God level power. it should almost see, for not for all of you, some of you since the get-go, you're already seeing synchronicities because you're already at a very powerful place in your development. It's normal for most of you right now to be like, I'm sorry, because you're like, what superpowers are you talking about? I'm trying to like, do you mean this figuratively? Do you mean this like, do you mean superpowers as an analogy? No, motherfucker. I mean superpowers. I mean abilities based off of your intention. I'm not even talking about like you can jump up 60 feet in the air. There are certain things that you can intend that it's warping your reality instantly. There's a synchronicity based off of the will of your action and intent that it's not about situations coming into your favor as far as you projecting your will intent into reality and literally creating it, which is almost like you're awakening to becoming a god of your reality, a creator of your reality. It's just, God is just a title. So like the way you express that is unique in your personality and your identity. So I do mean superpowers. I do mean supernatural abilities with which your brain can know the distinction between these are my natural abilities and hey, this shit is supernatural because I'm literally drawing from elements and energy beyond this world. And the reason why I have to say it like that is this is the week where you're going to be more noticeable of these dynamics. Like by the time we finish this week, there's certain aspects of your abilities and power you'll no longer ever doubt in light of evidence, whatever it is you sowed. If you sowed more disbelief in yourself, you're gonna reap that. But for those of you who've been, fighting that good fight, because it's the final boss battle, welcome to the vibrational war dynamics that is going to carry into Moon in Scorpio, where you're going to be with the winners, 11th house, or the losers. And the reason why I have to say that is this is a South Nodal pipeline that's going to tie into every lifetime you've ever had. When I say vibrational mechanics, I am talking about the deceptive 3D to 7D mechanics versus, in a sense, like how people feel versus what they fakishly or fake say on their face or whatnot, but you feel the vibration different, and then elements of their behavior and actions that kind of confirm this. Everything that was kind of demystified is or mystified is being completely demystified. So you're coming into a real-time knowledge, especially into Moon and Virgo, of the nature of your connections with literally everyone, especially now that Venus is in Aquarius, not based off what people have told you, but Saturn is giving you a stern talking to, like, this motherfucker ain't shit, that motherfucker ain't shit, this motherfucker's talking about this, but what did they do though? Like it's like Venus is bringing up everything people have brought towards you, and Saturn is weighing out what it really is worth. Because there's a lot of fluff. You know what I'm saying? Saturn is so extraordinarily Saturnian and real in the sense where it's like Saturn will bring people who've antagonized you and be like, see, this person has openly hated on you and they've brought you more development and have actually done more for you than all these people who are saying they are. So like this is gonna be huge, because once you make this change in just how you feel vibrationally, the will, you're gonna be starting to see this transformation. And this is where this may be unconscious to earth signs, or many of you with not so much earth risings, but many of you who are not tapped into your body, because this is now the solar transformation and energetic dynamic that unconscious to you or conscious to some of you is facilitating real transformation in your body, and will break through and ascend when the moon is in Virgo. So you may either be aware or not that you're kicking ass right now. Like every single thought and emotion and energy towards literally standing up for yourself in the way you want to live your life. That's the last thing I'm going to say. You make the intention. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You could be the most aligned and get everything perfect, or you can make a detour halfway and then get there, or you can fail every single step of the way. Regardless of the way you do it, you're going to get there. It's you who's going to get you there. Just saying, unless you change the direction. So be careful, because there's going to be a lot of deception with, you have to live your life like this. You need to be on this diet. You have to listen to this music. If you're not doing this, all that is bullshit. In this journey between you and God, it is just between you and God. And so how you do that is between, are you ready? You and God. Godspeed. Tell everyone else to mind their business as you'll mind yours. Peace.